नमो नमः। द्वादशी कक्षा संस्कृतम् आह्लादः द्वितीयमण्डलं पद्यविभागः द्वितीयः पाठः उत्सवप्रिया देवभूमिः। देवभूमिः, it is the land of gods. Utsavapriya, where the festivals are favorite. भूमिका, the preface. महाकविः पंडितः वसंत शेवडे महोदयः अर्वाचीन संस्कृत क्षेत्रस्य अपूर्वं भूषणम्. Here is the great poet Pandit Vasant Shevde, and he is the ornament of modern Sanskrit literature. उत्तर प्रदेशस्य संस्कृत अकादम्याः एषः संस्कृत अकादम्या एषा विदर्भपुत्रः अपर कालिदासः इति सर्वोच्च पुरस्कारेण सभाजितः. He is honored by Uttar Pradesh Sanskrit Academy as he is titled as Apar Kalidasah, another Kalidas. He is from Vidarbha. संस्कृत निपुणः कविवरेण्यः अयं नैकानि काव्यानि रचितवान्. He is expert in Sanskrit and he is a great poet. He composed so many poems. वैदर्भीं रीतिम् अवलम्ब्य निबद्धानि कवेः काव्यानि सहृदयानि आह्लादयन्ति. The poems composed by him are in Vaidarbhi style. The Vaidarbhi style is famous for its simplicity. The poems composed by him pleases the minds of the connoisseurs. महाभागः एषः षोडश सर्गात्मकं श्रीदेवदेवेश्वर महाकाव्यं रचितवान्. Now this poet composed the Mahakavya, the epic called Shri Deva Deveshwar. It has 16 chapters. पुण्यपत्तने पर्वतीस्थं पेशवे कालीनं श्री देवदेवेश्वर मंदिरं विख्यातम्. The temple called Shri Devadeveshwar Mandir is famous. It is in Pune. It is in the place in the Parvati. तस्य निर्माणम् आश्रित्य विरचितम् एतत् ऐतिहासिकं महाकाव्यम्. This is a historical poem related to the temple. अस्मिन् पद्यपाठे छत्रपति शिवरायाद् आरभ्य पेशवा कुलोत्पन्न बालाजी बाजीराव पर्यन्तं महाराष्ट्रस्य इतिहासः वर्णितः. In this poem, the history of Maharashtra is described starting from the great Chhatrapati Shivaraya up to the Balaji Bajirao Peshwa. तत्र महाराष्ट्र वर्णनम् इति प्रथमः सर्गः. The first chapter is Maharashtra Varnanam, where the description of Maharashtra is given. तस्मिन् महाकविः साभिमानं महाराष्ट्रं वर्णितवान्. In this first chapter, the poet describes Maharashtra with a great pride. षोडश शतके महाराष्ट्रे ये देवता विशेषाः तथा उत्सव विशेषाः प्रचलिताः तेषां सरलं रोचकं वर्णनम् अस्मिन् पद्यांशे वर्तते. In the 16th century, the temples and the gods and the festivals in Maharashtra are described in a simple and attractive manner. Vrittam Upajatihi, and the meter is called Upajatihi. प्रथमः श्लोकः, the first verse. गुणोत्तरो दक्षिणदिक्स्थितोऽपि सह्याश्रितोऽपि द्विषतामसह्यः वरवर्ति सर्वर्तुषु रम्यरूपो देशो महाराष्ट्रमिति प्रसिद्धः. The second line, Maharashtram iti deshaha prasiddhaha. The country called Maharashtra, the region called Maharashtra is famous. How is this Maharashtra? The adjectives are Ramya Rupaha. Ramya, attractive, beautiful. Rupaha, its nature. Where the nature is beautiful, such is the region called Maharashtra. Sarvartushu Ramya Rupaha. Sarva, all, Rutu. In all the seasons, the beauty of nature is great. And therefore, Maharashtra Prasiddhaha Varvarti. The Maharashtra is always famous. It remains famous because of its natural beauty. Varvarti. It remains famous. The first line. Now here are the pair of words with opposite meanings. Gunottaraha. Guna are merits. Uttara means great. The Maharashtra is great in its merits. Dakshina Diksthitopi, and it is situated in the south direction. Dakshina. Now here is the pair of words Uttara and Dakshina. Dakshina, which are opposite words. So both are used for the same country. That is, both describe the same country. This is the magic of the word. Gunottaraha, that is, it is great in its merits. It is situated in Dakshin, that is south. Sahyashritopi. Sayha is the mountain, name of the mountain. Maharashtra takes resort of Sayha. And then Dvishatam Asahyaha. Maharashtra is Asahya for its Dvishat. That is, it is unbearable, Asahya, for the enemies. Dvishat, enemy. So here also there is a pair of words which are opposite in meaning. Sayya and Asahya. So here is the magic of words. Both the words, even though they are opposite in their meaning, they describe Maharashtra. In this way, we can write the Saralartha. It is great in its merits, while it is situated in the south, that is Dakshin. So it is great. Here you should write in bracket Uttar, that is the word. And it is situated in the south, that is Dakshin. You have to write so that to indicate that those words are opposite words. It takes resort of Sayya mountain. So here also in bracket you can write Sayya. And it is unbearable to the enemies. Here you can write unbearable. After that you write Asahya, the word which is opposite to Sayya. In all the seasons, its beauty is attractive, and thus the region named Maharashtra is famous very much. Varvarti. It remains famous very much. Now here is the line, the second line. It is repeated in every next verse. The line is not written, but it is taken for granted. It is understood that we relate the each and every verse to this line, the second line of first verse. How we will say it? Second verse. Dvitiyaha shlokaha. गोदावरी रोधसि रामचन्द्रः समाश्रयन् पञ्चवटीं मनोज्ञाम् उवास वन्यामवलम्ब्य वृत्तिं सहानुजो यत्र सुखं सदारः. Now here, yatra is the word where Ramachandras uvasa, Ramacandraha uvasa. Ramachandra went to live, or Ramachandra lived or stayed or took resort. Uvasa. He took resort Samashrayan of Panchavati, a name of a place near Nasik. How is Panchavati? The place is Manodnya, very attractive, very beautiful. It attracts the mind. Where is it? Godavari Rodhasi. It is near the bank of Godavari, the river Godavari, on the shore of the river Godavari. How he stayed? Vanyam Vrittim Avalambya. Vanya Vrittihi. Vrittihi is a state of mind. Ramachandra took a state of mind which is appropriate to live in a forest. Vanyam Vrittim. Sahanujaha. How was he? Thus, another adjective is Sahanuja. Anuja is younger brother. He was with his younger brother. And Sadaraha. Dara means wife. He was his wife. He was with his wife. And he stayed Sukham happily. Where? He stayed in Maharashtra. And therefore, the second line of the first verse, Varvarti Sarvartushu Ramya Rupo Desho Maharashtra Prasiddha. This line is taken for granted, or we can join the meaning of the second verse to this line. So that country is famous. Where? That country is famous as Maharashtra, where Ramachandra stayed, taking resort of attractive Panchavati on the shore of the river Godavari. He stayed there with his younger brother. He stayed there with his wife. He stayed there having a state of mind which is appropriate to live in a forest, and he lived there happily. In this way, we can write the Saralartha of the second verse.